Hello, everybody, and welcome back to NBA Cinema. Now, Luka Doncic, he's off to a MVPs type start. Dallas Mavericks are 2-0, and he is putting up some gargantuan numbers. Capping off last night's game with 49 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. Now, this comes after Kenyon Martin made comments on a podcast that Luka Doncic shouldn't be considered for MVP because he's not even the best player on his team. Take a listen here what Kenyon had to say.
Is Luka the best player on his team?
Is he?
Production-wise. I didn't ask you that. Enough said, but in the MVP vote, he's the fourth best player in the NBA compared to the bullshit list from the other day. He in the MVP conversation, and in my opinion, I don't think he's the best player on his basketball team. But that's for another, never mind. Move on. Just sip my tea. This is...
Okay, so who's the best player on the Mavs if Luka's not?
Hey, I know one. Put it like this. You know, when people be talking about one-on-one, I know if you ask Dinwiddie who's the best one-on-one player there, I guarantee it won't be who they think it is. Won't be Luka.
You know what I'm saying? Guarantee you line them up, let them play ones.
Oh, he couldn't be. Dinwiddie said, "Oh, he got mopped every time."
Yeah, every time, dog. And you line him up against Kyrie, it'll be listen. He might don't touch the ball. If you give Kyrie the ball first, Luka won't touch the ball.
11-0?
Hey.
Luka can't guard this goddamn camera stand.
Hey, no, but that's the when they say where y'all ring Dinwiddie,
yeah.
All right,
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Be him.
That's all I'm saying.
That's that value. That's that value.
Is Luka good? Absolutely. Good for his team.
Is different.
Yeah. And that's the thing with real basketball people. Mm-hmm. If your numbers don't equate to something, mm-hmm. They just numbers. And I look at you, who you are and what you're doing, and I look at Kyrie like, shit. Yep. Yeah, give me 11.
Yep.
Give me number 11.
Mm-hmm. Now, I have a lot of thoughts on this, so just bear with me. Let's start with Luka Doncic not being the best player on his team. I mean, that's laughable. As good as Kyrie Irving is, and as great of a career as he has had, I mean, he's already a champion, but no one ever thought that Kyrie was having an MVP type year. Truthfully, I mean, this is just truthfully. I have, I'm not, against Kyrie. I'm not pro Luka. I'm not against Luka. I'm not pro Kyrie. But just looking at how they played, I never said, man, Kyrie could win MVP this season. Now, Luka Doncic has had starts to seasons where you're like, ooh, like this year. Like, man, they 2-0. If they finish, the season with like 50 wins and Luka's is going to be balling out like this, averaging close to a triple-double, giving you a 30-piece, yeah, I think he's got to be top 3-4 in voting for the MVP. Now, it's a long way to go from that, but honestly, I mean, maybe somebody did. Maybe somebody saw Kyrie a season and said, yeah, I think Kyrie could have won it that year. I just have never seen it. He's had some really good seasons, but I never thought he was the MVP. Now, fair criticism, Luka is known to not be the greatest defender. He's savvy, he has some quick hands, he can get some big steals. But sometimes he does not always put out the effort. So that is a great critique of him. He can't guard that chair, as Kenyon Martin said. But The one thing I will push back on is when he changed the conversation to one-on-one, playing ones. I'm like, when has that ever had anything to do with MVP? See how you keep moving the line. There's a number of really good NBA players actually getting cooked at some of these summer leagues with players from that are not in the NBA that may be playing overseas, or they play street ball all the time, or whatever that may be. I've seen NBA. I mean, look it up. I'm not going to, search it down and put it in the video, but recently I've seen Kyrie get cooked by a guy that was help training him. I mean, over and over, this guy couldn't stop scoring on Kyrie. So playing ones and comparing that to what you would mean to an NBA team, come on, Kenyon. I mean, come on, man. You're pushing, trying to push the line. I understand Luka is a high usage player. I've always had that critique of him. I'm like, I don't think they're going to win the NBA championship because that usage too high. They tried it in Houston with James Harden. So that was my critique of Luka. And also, Luka sometimes doesn't look like he's in the best physical condition. And so he doesn't always, be able to give you that effort. See, on defense, he's never going to be a great defender. But what you do need is for him to be more like Larry Bird, a good team defender, where he slides over all the time at the right time to help and to, get steals and, all of that. He has to be a good team defender. He'll never be a good shut, we're going to put Luka on you to shut you down. Like, he's never going to be that. But to say that he's not the best player on the team, and Kyrie, and to insinuate Kyrie is because Kyrie can cook him in one-on-one or has cooked him in one-on-one ball. I don't know. I mean, if we're having a one-on-one tournament, yeah, maybe I take Kyrie. The Dallas Mavericks is trying to get back to the playoffs and win a championship, so there's no way do I believe in Kyrie Irving for the Dallas Mavericks more than I believe in Luka Doncic to help the Dallas Mavericks. That's just my personal opinion. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. Do you believe Kyrie Irving is a better player today than Luka Doncic? I'd be interested in the comments. And anyone that says that, like, what are you basing that on? I mean, I'm very curious because I don't even think it makes sense of the discussion. And Kyrie can still ball. I mean, he can really still hoop. But let me know what you guys think, man. I'll be interested in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to holler at you next time. Peace.